Yeah, people will ask me, like I've been asked, what is probably the worst thing about deciding to write a book, and it's imposter syndrome. And that is the biggest pain, really. Is it's not the not knowing, it's the fear that you're going to do all this work and nobody is going to be interested. And it stops people from finishing.
While they say that, if you told them how much it costs for them to finish that book, you'll probably find the imposter syndrome will go down a touch.
Yeah.
Because it's actually less than what they think. Or at least they have a ballpark. Because yes, like I said to the publishing guy on the phone, I said, if it's going to cost me 10 grand, I'm not writing it.
Yeah.
I mean, the book's only 50 pages, but I'm not writing it, right? Because I've done the maths. How many books do I have to sell
to make that back,
right?
Just to break even, let alone make
a lot of books, right? If you sell it at $30, that's a lot of books.
Yeah.
In which case, it's more about I can't be bothered selling that many books.
Yeah.
I just can't be bothered. If it sells, that's great, but I can't be bothered finding that many people and going down that path, right? 3,000 is like, that's like 100 people. Now can I find 100 people?
Yeah.
As opposed to 3,000, right? Like, and it's like, I could probably find 100. All right, I'll sell 100 books. All right, I get that done. But I understand the whole imposter syndrome. But funny, if you throw out the prices for them in advance, you watch the imposter syndrome will go down. Because it turns out the price of getting all this stuff done is wearing out the customer without them even knowing. It's a huge problem for them. Because someone else will say, how much does that cost? I don't know. I'm like, you should do that. I wonder what publishing costs, and geez, it's going to be expensive. And how many do you have to sell? And
there's that fear of, not a fear, but like a lot of people are like, oh my God, I had no idea that it involved all of those steps as well. So breaking down those steps is really important. So awesome. All righty. Work to do. Thank you very
excellent.
much.
And it shows that look down the line of project management. So it's as an editor, like you start off as an editor and you go, all right, I edit it and then I let them go finish that book. We were discussing this earlier, right?
Yeah.
So as an editor, I can just let them go off and get that done. But as an editor, you see people who you've edited it and it's still sitting there. It allows you to project manage it. Why is it still sitting there? Because they don't know the next step, or it's actually, they don't know how much the next step costs.
Yes.
Let me tell them. I'll tell them how much it costs and then I'll move them into that space. You're going to need this, you're going to need this. Okay, this is a person. Oh, look, why don't I talk to that person? And how much is the graphic designer if you're self-publishing? How much is it to go to the publisher? Even little things. I didn't know about a minimum run. I mean, I ended up getting my book published in the end through, I met a woman, we became friends through a newspaper in a small country town, newspaper office, right? Well, then they did the graphic design for me out front. I told them what I was after. They did the graphic design. And I said, how much is that? They've gone, we run a newspaper office. We do graphic design every day. That's just part of the service. Right? So it's just knowing those little tweaks around things. Okay, what's the minimum run? What? One? How many do you want? We're just we're a printing office, so you tell me as well. So there's other ways around things for those who are worried that can't sell 100. It's 10 done, right? But then you as the coach then has the information on, I'll teach you how to sell your book in advance. I'll teach you about launches. You get to project manage all of it. Why? Because you're around authors all the time. So all of a sudden you've got lots of info, but it has to be fed out. And this is clearly you could just write a whole quote. You'll need this, you'll need this, you'll need this, you'll need this, you'll need this. Wow, that's just good to have all that information. Check it out, tick box, finish the writing, then send it here and tick, 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 tick.
It's like a flow chart.
It's only one payment at a time.
With pricing points at each point. So